Hey, hello, welcome to this very stream. Look at this fancy chat window that is working apart from the goddamn position things. I don't know what's happening with that number, and frankly, I don't care enough. There you go. That looks better. There's also a 1 pixel gap at the top, and that's kind of annoying me. There we go. So, what we are doing today is I need my splits. Windows button. Live split. Okay. Just looking at the Windows UI, and the streaming UI. Classic. Hey! I don't think we have a CTGP-Nitro every track, so we'll just close split and just use a big old timer. I don't really want the cover Jerry, but that'll have to do. So, what we are doing today is we are playing every single track in this hack. I don't select a cart yet. And if you don't know how many tracks there are, we're not doing the Nitro. We're not doing the regular tracks. It's just custom tracks. Doing all these 32 tracks, all these 32 tracks, and these 8. So, in order to do that, and our time to beat is, it's actually CTGP_Nitro. I forgot the letter G. CTGP-Nitro. Leaderboards. So all custom tracks is 2 hours 29 minutes is my prior time. Hi, did it start? Yes, I hope. So yeah, let's just put in the chat time to beat 2 hours 29 minutes. Boom. Then pin that message so we can find it for the entire stream. How many tracks are there in 0.1? No, it takes 45 minutes. I don't want to do that. Do you know how to make speed up similar to just Mario because it's really laggy on Melbourne DS? What? I don't understand your because why do I have 2 projector previews open? So you want a good you know what, screw it. I just don't want Rob and Bowser. Yeah, Waluigi and Donkey Kong, that's fine. Then choose Egg 1, because that's just the best cart. Easy, we want random CTs. And then just 3 rules, because there's not enough, you can't set it to high enough races, I'm pretty sure. Wait, can we? Oh, we can. Wait, how many custom tracks are there in this hack? Uh, 32, 64. What's 64 plus 8? That should be really simple. 64 plus 8 is 72. That makes sense. So can we just set this just to 72? We can set higher, but I don't think that's necessary. We got random CTs. Yeah, that should be correct. What happened to the chat box on the stream screen? I changed it so I can, so it functions better. I can actually change it up. I found a web page that creates like the custom CSS files, or not files, code. So I can change it up, but this is basically a normal. This is basically just like default. So I would like your opinions on that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's much left to do it, but to do it, so let's make sure everything is in order. Let's send a message into the. Let's send a. Every custom track exclamation mark. Alrighty! So, controls global hotkeys. 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go. We always start on this track. This track always appears so early in the randomization. I didn't roll the randomization. Also, we are on the Pico, so I'm not super familiar with the Pico, but didn't expect to take that line, but yeah. Oh, Wario Arena. Yeah, I was thinking about, you know, choosing like dry bones for like, you know, good stats, but I'm like, I put Rosalina, Wario, whatever this godforsaken creature is called, and I put it in the thumbnail, so I'm gonna put it in the course. I'm gonna play it in the game. Does speedrun have to be random? Well, it's easy to do it when you set it to random because it means that you don't need to deal with restarting the GP. One blue shell dodge. Can you steal a blue shell? I think you can. One of my favorite things about the Luma is it styled after Waluigi. So how's the 1080p streaming experience? That's a you question. What I have noticed is that, like, with the internet, it'll sometimes just randomly drop out for like 5 seconds. That's like just kind of annoying, but not a lot I can really do. You say you're okay with some frame drops? Yeah, I mean, I don't really know how the bitrate looks. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the bitrate because, you know, it's a bit low. It makes Tampa look a bit blurry, but apparently the 1080p looks better than the 720p, which is, you know, probably expected because I think most people have 1080p screens these days. But yeah. You could literally stream Mario Kart DS at standard def and it'll probably be completely fine. The DS, I am pretty sure, is smaller than 480. Am I using my R4 clone or Melon DS? I am on a real DS using a DSP code. But I mean, like, when you say, like, I mean, one of the weirdest things, like, a lot of my videos and things, I play on Melon DS because it looks a bit nicer for the video experience rather than the live stream experience. And that's, like, but I don't do it at, I'm not at 1080p. I only stream at, like, 3 times scale. So the resolution is kind of weird. But I don't care enough. I'm so glad Dokkan Cause is getting removed in the next CTGP update. And I know there are going to be so many people that are going to be so sad at all the beta tracks. The beta tracks are so iconic to Mario Kart DS. Like, shut up. No one willingly picks the beta tracks. Except for maybe Dokkan Course. People do willingly pick. I don't think anyone ever picking like the goddamn Luigi course. Whoa. Beta track for a reason? It sure is, and it kind of stinks. Oh, you know, I just figured out something really dumb. So I've kind of noticed that like the streams aren't as active as they are during like the first like half hour, 1 hour or so of the stream. Since I've come back to doing these streams, I've noticed that it's not very popular in the first like half hour. Especially the first half hour. You know what happened at the start of April? Goddamn daylight savings went over. We went back an hour in the in time zones. I got the full boost. Didn't know Australia has inverse daylight savings. Oh well, we've got the same, you know, daylight savings where it's spring forward, fall back. But you know, because we have opposite seasons, we like saving our daylight during summer. So obviously that's when daylight savings happens. We just have inverse seasons. The chat looks mildly different. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this one. It gives me Uncanny Valley vibes. But going through the options list was really annoying, so I just ignored it. I'll play around with it a bit more, because I didn't want to play around with it to create like the perfect chat box experience and for it to not work. But yeah, I think I definitely removed the timestamp. The timestamp does not. There's a blue shell. The timestamp does not need to be on the thing. Honestly, daylight savings is unnecessary. Yeah, I kind of agree. What's really strange about Australia is it's only only Victoria and New South Wales. I think ACT also observes it because it's entirely engulfed within New South Wales. It would be stupid for it not to. Are the only ones that observe daylight savings. But what's really funny is Queensland doesn't observe it. But some of the touristy places along the Great Barrier Reef, they do observe it because basically all their flights come from Sydney. It makes sense why my streams are 2 hours later. Yeah, because I haven't changed the time. You know, the time is still 9:30. Oh, I did not mean to drift that way. I just wanted to hop in it, somehow just lagged into a drift. Yo, PRB cut? But it's definitely not 2 hours later, it's definitely only an hour later. I hate this track. Sorry for saying 64 continuously, it surprisingly got held for review. Two hours left me. Oh yeah, because a lot of people would be going back as well. There's like this perfect like 2-week period where like the time zones are super nice. Yeah. You might do 3-star all missions on your actual 3DS soon. Okay. Neat. You remember where the charger was? That's pretty good. I had a comment just before this stream started that I replied to because it was funny too because the guy was so mad. It was on the oh, where are my frames? Why is my bitrate staying at 1,000? Whoa, 1,100. No, 11,000 I mean. Okay, it's back to normal. Just a regular, just a regular internet not being super happy moment. Fine, at least it didn't last like 10 minutes. My YouTube crashed. But yeah, so like last week, it was like for you, you thought it was me. No, if there's lag, it's most definitely probably me. But yeah, so I think like last week I paused comments on the DS headphone volume too loud short. Which comically makes it that both my highest viewed shorts have disabled comments because I was sick of people not listening to the short correctly. And you know, I had some guy commented on the 3DS is too quiet short, the follow-up to it, being like really mean about it. And then it's like I was gonna say I actually like having the DS be too loud. I'm like, you've also misinterpreted the short. Everyone's like, oh, well, it's fine if DSs can be too loud. I'm like, guys, it's loud, too loud when it's quiet. My God. Why is your rank mucked up? Because I don't think the custom CSS thing was created with when the goddamn ranked thing was made. So it's just like, what do I do with this information? That's how you dodge a red shell. Get hit by something just as laggy. It's YouTube short viewers, of course, not gonna listen to the shorts. It's so funny because I've literally gone and rewatched that short like 5 different times being like, I definitely said the problem was the DS being too quiet. Or being too loud at the max volume. And I do. I'm like, where has this misinterpretation come from that I'm saying the DS should not be this loud? If I was you, I'd write the CSS myself because I'm the GOAT. Do you know how to do custom CSS files? I had to use a generator that I found online, which I'm actually kind of grateful for, the generator. But yeah, I just hate YouTube short videos. Oh, I just looked at the K on the font, and it is not a good K. The problem is I make way more money off YouTube Shorts than I do like any other video format, so... You hate YouTube Shorts? I really like making YouTube Shorts. The YouTube Short formula works really well with what I like to edit and make. Like, I'm not one of those... I could not edit, like, a 4-hour documentary on why Mario Kart DS is just decent. And, like, I like making these bite-sized videos that just, like, will not survive on their own as standalone long format videos that are, like, only a minute long. You know, I'm a bit unthankful that I'm getting a few coins from it. I'm going to be able to go to Adelaide because of the money it's made. But I am definitely going to... Actually, I'm going to have a few of my friends join me on the Adelaide trip, which is going to be cool. And it also means we're going to be driving for like 7 odd hours from Melbourne to Adelaide. Where's my bitrate gone? And you could do that manually. Well, I'm not allowed to code, so I can't do custom CSS files because I'm banned from doing it. But yeah, when I do the Adelaide trip, guys, I can't go to Rainbow Road in Warrenbacknell, or whatever the town was called. The one that I talked about in the Rainbow Road video, the Golden Beach one. That was one of the Rainbow Roads. However, so that road is just one of the roads, many roads coming out of the town called Rainbow. I'm not going to Rainbow. It is like an hour and a half out, would be like an hour and a half round trip out the way. But I do pass what is on Google Maps as Dimboola Rainbow Road. So guys, what should I do at Dimboola Rainbow Road on the trip to Adelaide? Like 4 hours into a drive. With 3 to 4 friends in the car. Wait, why is your position in the, whatever it was called, the, what it's called, like the fan, like, we want to include XP, but we don't really want to be able to reward stuff without people paying money, so we're just going to do it poorly. Why is your one, why is the number 1 okay, and then, like, goddamn Ono's is, like, a broken square? I got 3-second item boxed. Whoa. That's a really shallow, I could call it blast zone. We played Smash Bros. 2 recently. The CTGP-Nitro still has that one cup that has GC and RICs. Yeah, it's got 6 of them in this version. Although, there'll be no more RICs in the next version. They've gotten enough-ish tracks to not have RYCs. Even then, I think I probably would have tried to make it so there'll be no RYCs, because, by God, that was an annoying question to answer. Oh my God, I'm so bad at this track. So all cuts will be finished? Well, it'll evolve. They may add a few more, they may add another page of tracks, but I don't know. But also, they'll still like shuffle tracks around and things like that. Take out the bad ones, put in the good ones. How long will the Among Us Guild stay? Due to its virtue of being a battle arena. Favorite MKDS hackers pony card, your second favorite cannot be mentioned on this channel. Yeah, God, people talk all about Ermi card. That's how you call in the beast. No Ermi card's bird. Damn, where's the Hyphen Hoik custom track collection, Joe? This is not Rosalina. Why can't it be mentioned? I mean, Ermi card can be mentioned. We're talking about the other hack, which is, think of like Ermi card, but it's actually made by an edgelord instead of like meme. I hate the pokies on this jump. It's so blind. What was I hitting? There's no wall down there. Isn't that a road? It's not just not family friendly. It's actively against being family. Or it's not even family kind. Pokies don't have collision on the head. Mushroom. Whoa, why they go so wide? Wish the final page of CGP cards was finishing spamming Yoshi circuits and you want the tricks. Be patient. That's coming in the next update. In fact, I was literally given a ping right before the stream started talking about how another page of tracks is complete. Is it still a work in progress? Yeah, they haven't put it into testing yet, so typically what they'll do is, so once they get all the tracks and all the characters and garbage in, they'll start doing testing for online, as well as just like generally just playing it to see like what issues occur. And then they'll bring in like me and a bunch of other people that are trustworthy to play online as well. To do more just like varied testing. Because, you know, streamers are good at that. Streamers are good at just kind of playing and seeing what happens. And then, you know, then begin to like me, Mario Power, make like app content on it. And then it releases. So I'm not a part of the team at all. I'm only a part of the team when it's just, yeah, that was unfortunate. I'm only a part of the beta testing. Not even beta testing. One of the things I am so glad that they're fixing in the next update is the background details on the cups. Because now it's going to be either set to the cup that you are in or a custom one if people wanted that. But it'll be no more just like random mushroom and flower cups. Flower, mushroom, and shell cups. I think there's a lot of shell cups because everyone works on Mario Circuit 1. Hello, Prelit. I really hate... Every time I play this track, I'm just like... Got stopped in the off-road. In case the network still has the same icon. May, by the way. Someone asked about that in the other day. I just gaslit them by saying, yeah, Picalo's got a cease and desist from Nintendo for using Mario Kart, using a Mario Kart render. And so we had to change it. How can you play online with great difficulty? What music is it? I do not know. I swear I've not like talked about like any of the tracks. I've just been yapping about the most random stuff. We've got like 26 minutes into this run and I'm like, hang on a minute, I'm playing Mario Kart. You hate 100cc, it's too slow. 100cc is great in base game Mario Kart. Like, yeah, it's a bit slow, but so many tracks feel so good. Because it's like the speed the game was made at. Am I autopilot when snaking? I am autopilot so often. Say why don't I skin in Mario Kart DS? What? Why? Oh, nice red shell. I'll take it. But no, it is just funny how autopilot I can be in Mario Kart DS. Like if you watch a few of the other streams I've done in other Mario Kart games, I am so bad at talking in them because I'm not used to them. And even like when I play custom tracks that I haven't played before, I'm still able to, you know, I know what the physics engine is typically going to be doing to me. So it's just like... All the mods put skins like Sonic Crossworlds and Mario Kart. Why don't I put my skin in Mario Kart DS? Are you talking about putting sample into Mario Kart DS? I'm not good at 3D modeling. I'm like the worst Mario Kart DS modder that's still around in the community. Like, everyone else is just so much better at me. Better than me. At modding this game. At the title, I shall never lose. Yeah, because the people that are worse than me just leave the community after like a month, a year or something. I'm stuck in this gig as a content creator. I mean, it's what I find really funny is that like outside of like the Mario Kart community, people would see me as I'm a Mario Kart DS modder. Everyone in the community knows that I'm a Mario Kart DS content creator. Yeah, welcome, I'm Hyphen Hoik, and I make Mario Kart DS modding, and I make Mario Kart DS mods. No, he doesn't, he makes Mario Kart DS videos. Because who knows what can happen with someone having the power of that title. What the worst Mario Kart DS modder. I'm the only person that is sticking it out. Ah, darn. I mean, it's so funny comparing like the average Hyphen stream to the average Able stream. Is all like, you know, every stream Able does is basically like speedrunning Mario Kart DS. Is it 32 track? Is it a time trial? Is it a mission mode? Is it some goofy category? Who cares? For me, it's just like, yeah, I'm going to be playing CTGP-Nitro today. Yeah, why not? I'll play random kart. Yeah, let's do actual serious mission mode practice. Stupid ads block live stream. If you become a channel member, I grant you permission to use an ad blocker. One, random manipulation. Two, create more tech. Three, doing backflips while hopping on the beach. What? Let's say, what is the worst map in Mario Kart DS? RCI 2, Choco Island 2. Hate it. Not good. Oh my god, bullet bill. How did I last that long being that close to the bullet bill? Is the baby map here in Mario Kart DS? It is in Mario Kart DS. You won't be seeing it today though, because it's not a custom track. Oh hey, it's the track I put on the thumbnail. They could replace RCI2 with a single cube and it'll still be better. Unfortunately, I put the cube over the donut planes. We got add tricks to it. I did not find adding tricks to donut planes, not donut planes, to RCI2 to make it any better. This was sort of the funniest thing about that short, and technically the video, but the short was more direct about it, it was like, yeah, we added tricks to Mario Kart DS. And And it's like, oh, does it make the game better? I'm like, no, not really. In CTGP-Nitro, there'll be Nitro, there'll be no hot while tricking. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure the ASM in my version of the tricks hack's actually like basically tailor-made for how I implemented tricking, because it had to work with both regular boost panels and hot panels for tracks like Bowser Castle and Choco Island. Bowser Castle 2, by the way, not 1. What are you on about, Nitro Beetle? This track's so hard to get mini turbos on sometimes. I think another thing that's really good about this track in particular is it gives you moments where you can snake and then moments where you just can't snake. Like, yeah, this is a section you can snake, but you can't like snake like the bottle or during the folds or anything like that. It's like, it's just a good track. Bro, it's a reasonable decision in MKDS physics. Yeah, curse goddamn Mario Kart DS physics. I need to rub my eye. Cool. I really want to get a triple mushroom. It's cool. Oh, come on! Your brain hit me in Rainbow Road Loop. How it work? They put special collision in there to make it work. I like how I was in last and then proceeded to not use a single item while I got from being down in positions. What? Yeah, a lot of weird messages in chat. This is Super Mario Kart Bowser Castle track? I'm pretty sure it is. I don't remember my Bowser Castle very well because they're very unmemorable. Yes, it is. Yeah, I can definitely say this is a Super Mario Kart one. I remember playing it in the last GBA stream. Because I only played the SNES tracks in that stream. Where is my wall? It's on that side of me. The wall ball is open. I shall get to enjoy it after this race. Not gonna lie, Mario Kart Super Circuit is lame. I mean, I don't think it was trying to be grand. Look at the hardware time. What else? They couldn't have done anything more grand than what they did. It's like going back to it's like going to Mario Kart 64 and being like, where's the tricking? Where's the rail grinds? And then, you know, some idiot will be like, oh, they've actually modded that back into the game. I'm like, yeah, shut up. Saw fish for a second on what, on the side of a truck? Super is better than SMK though? Oh, big time. You see, I've actually played Super Circuit in my off time. I haven't played Super Mario Kart in my off time. Water, please. You're gonna say that MK64 is the starter of Mario Kart? No, but it's actively not. Star Wars didn't really get going until the what's the second Star Wars film called? Not the Clone Wars, the other one. The other one that's the second Star Wars. Empire Strikes Back. I never really watched the Star Wars films. I heard there was a bigger fish in them. Well, there was always a bigger fish. Anyway, I love the skybox on this track and not really much else. Like, look how good that skybox looks. Look at that gradient. How much longer is the blue shell longer if you get hit by the main explosion or if you get done in by like a shell then a spin out? Beetle, what are you on about? You're saying a lot of words that don't make sense. Say the chap-on system is the same Mario Kart DS, like the fast Mario Kart and Wii best looping in the what? Earth? It's really funny, at the end of each track I'm being like, wait, do I need to press, do I need to do a, what's it called? A split? I'm like, no, wait a minute, there's literally nothing there. Our time has been to ball on the back of Jerry's back. Also, I don't know if this ever annoyed anyone, but literally the gradient on the splits, on the speedrun splits, is going the opposite direction to the background of the quadrant. Because I'm French and you're doing the best thing English. Well, I'll be completely honest, your English is better than my French, so good jobs to you. I also definitely do not have the processing power right now to interpret translated messages while trying to play Mario Kart DS. That is a bit outside of my ability to autopilot. What if that's like giant piles of like snowballs or something? Like, what's the deal with that? I do like how, despite there definitely being like the technical ability to like make a really detailed skybox that isn't repeating, it's still given like the GBA charm of having a super repeating skybox. What do I play outside Mario Kart DS? It's mostly just Mario Kart DS and games with friends. Played in Minecraft recently. That's always fun. Damn, the speedrun's gonna take a... Speedrun takes a while. It's like a 2.5 hour speedrun, to be fair. French in chat. Honestly, that's a fair bit. What is a time zone? No, it would be about like what, midday there. Whoa. Oh, there's a video made for me that I don't check out because I don't check. I don't get details about people making videos about me because YouTube sucks the platform. SMH. I have no idea what that word is meant to be. I was about to turn the wrong way because that's just like... I was thinking of a regular MC1. I was like, someone's off. Also, I am definitely not the person to show off snaking to. I'm not good at the game. There are people that are able to give far better advice and far more likely to be like, yeah, you're doing a bang up job. Why was that blue shell coming from that way? Rock Mountain. Wahoo! That shortcut is definitely not worth it versus just like snaking. OMG, my Rock Mountain. Did you see that one clip of me falling in between the ground? When I did one test stream while doing an Instagram live stream. And yeah, I played this track and I fell on that. I did that jump, and I managed to hit directly between the grate and the main road, and just fell through. Like I must have had impeccable lining. Really, if you remind me, I'll if you tell me to send the clip to you, I'll try and locate it. I think it was also one of those moments where I wasn't actually looking at the game, and I only noticed, I was like, wait, why did I respawn? So I had to look at the video in VOD, and are the ads random? What the hell? Yeah, they are. I just let YouTube deal with the ads, and to be honest, it's really not worth it. If one person donates $1, that is more than what I get from YouTube for this stream. Especially because this stream's not... it's not doing badly, but it's not doing amazingly. But then again, I think like the best ad revenue I've gotten from a stream has been like $5. Why are you just randomly numbering things? Like, I don't get what I'm meant to talk about is. What is 2 plus 4 by 5? 4 by 5 is what, 20? So 22? You're trying to get me out with some bad You're trying to insult my inability to do bod mass. It is not 30. You mean Nitro is taking... You mean Nitro is taking about why SMK and Super Zoga starts, that's the numbering? Ah, okay. I don't really need reasoning. I've got plenty of opinions about why I'm not a fan of those two games. Although, to be honest, I don't really like 64 either. I kind of hate playing 64. It just doesn't gel well with me. And just, you know, my eternal dislike of Double Dash and MK Wii. Mario Kart 7's fine. Can't yeah. Oh no, I'm not gonna unhide that message, but yeah, I don't know why it's been held. But yeah. Anyone above 11 should know order of operations. Yeah. Like, there's a very small window of time where you learn about how to do multiplication and when you learn about brackets. There actually have been times where I've seen, like, those, you know, those questions about, you know, bod, about, you know, that's basically just there to try and confuse people that don't know how to do bod mass. There are a few other terms for bod mass, by the way. It's like bid math. It's like things like bid maths and something one that starts with P instead of B. And, you know, I'm going to assume that different languages have different versions of the acronym. But, yeah, sometimes there are like those questions that are trying, you know, get people out with that, and I end up solving a question. I'm like, how do people mess it up? Imagine you're not a fan of MK7 has a much better online on a handheld than MKDS. I think literally everything has a better online than the MKDS's online. I would hope anything after Mario Kart DS would have a better online. I mean, I'm not super familiar with how online worked in the pre-Nintendo DS days. Well, you know, it seems pretty straightforward with Nintendo DS when we're talking about in the era. Forks work better than a stone to eat food, depending on what food. I'm sure, like, trying to open up, like, a shellfish or something would work better with a stone than a fork. What a dumb reply to that dumb sentence. Really, what are you doing to me? What a Hyphen stream, if not podcasts with Mario Kart DS instead of Subway Surfers on screen. You could not do MKDS online back then, but you managed with 7. Well, I think that's because MK7 was when Wi-Fi was, you know, an actually good technology. Mentioned fork found in kitchen way. MKDS is a lot behind old tech. Yeah. Was MKDS as a web thing also outdated in 2005? I don't think it was outdated. I think it was definitely on its way out though. so nearly obsolete. I don't know about back then, but also, it's not like when you say something's on its way out, it still means that products are being made with the technology. It's not, there wasn't a day where everyone's like, okay, guys, it's now WPA time. No, it was WEP, and then WPA just crept up and overtook it, and then eventually people were like, why are we making WEP modems? Because, you know, a lot of devices still support, like, your device will probably support a WEP network. Actually, I don't know about that. Your devices may support a WEP network, but they'll also support a WPA network. Or especially, you know, devices in the late 2000s. Like, I'm pretty certain that DSi would be able to support a WEP network because, you know, it was a DS. Did not get you started on Arcade GP? No one did. Please don't. I'm talking about internet standards because it's fun, despite not really growing up in the era to know about weird internet standards. If you had that many quarters, I think you would actually... How many quarters is that? How many numbers is there, guys? Times 25. Actually, no, times that by 0.25. And it's in goddamn quarters. That's a lot of quarters. Worth it. Yeah, no, DSi enhanced games that support WPA/WPA2. Yeah. But also the DSi itself just supports WPA because it's got its own online browser and the eShop. It wasn't called the eShop back then. What was it called? DSiWare? DSi Shop? Whatever it's called. I don't really care. What on earth are you on about with your quarters? Because it seems that you're just having a conversation to a post and not really engaging with these really cool custom tracks like this one, which I like. And why did that red shell start going lower in pitch? Well, because it went underneath the water line, so that means it goes into low water sound. Why wouldn't it make sense though? It's not running under. It only plays when it's a water object. Whoa, I could not get my exact position. Damn it! Curse the water line. God, I was like really tired like half an hour before I started the stream. And I was like, damn, should I even do this run? Or should I like play an old version of CTGP-Nitro to do every track? And you know what, I've kind of woken up. Not fully, but... like, I cannot wait to hit the hay. Hello, Rich. Okay, sure, it's got something to do with the wall line. That red shell is not making the right noise. What best blue shell, float or down to player? I cannot interpret what you're trying to describe there. Hello there, what am I playing? Did I not put in the title? CTGP-Nitro. And by God, my thumb is starting to hurt. But not the one doing the snaking, the one that's been holding down the A button for an hour. 72 tracks, Jesus. Yep. Doing it in random order as well. If I'm doing snaking doesn't hurt. I mean, it's not that it doesn't hurt. It's just the fun that's holding down the A button hurts way more. By the way, you just got a DSi XL 3 days ago. Jealous. I really want to get a DSi XL. But I cannot justify spending like $100 on a DSi XL. Alright, see ya. Limitations of the DS have compressed audio. What? Thank you, Windows Vista, or whatever you meant. Why do I want to buy a DSi XL? Because I don't have one. And they're kind of interesting. And like, there's no way I'm gonna be getting like every like 3DS models at any time. But I feel like I should just probably have all like 4 main like original DSs, considering every single considering, you know, how much I talk about the DSs on this channel, even like outside of the context of Mario Kart DS, but still within the context of Mario Kart DS. There's clearly N64 Sherbet Land, but let's use Vanilla Lake theme. I hate to tell you, this track's called Pro Vanilla Lake 2. But also, I actually also don't have like any of the XL consoles. And so I'd like to see what does Mario Kart DS look like on the big screen, but nah. Is there any difference between a DSi and DSi XL apart from being XL? That's basically the difference. It's bigger and it comes in burgundy. The DSi XL has better screens. It's got bigger screens. They're probably better as well. I'm be real, one project I really want to do, like this YouTube gig becomes like not just financially stable, but like financially profitable. I really want to make a get like a DS capture card and then like hook it up to 2 bigger screens. I want to make like a giant Nintendo DS at some point. You're pretty sure it also has more storage space. Okay. What else? It's like a bigger battery or something, but that could also be wrong. But yeah, I really want to make a giant Nintendo DS. Not like big as in like huge, but I want to get like something arcade cabinet sized. What about that? Or like arcade screen sized. Something where you'll need to want to put it on a table. It's definitely not wieldable by hands, but it's not unwieldable to move around. I hate the borderline of this map. Can't change the music without a New Line Plus subscription to the New Line Cinema. What on earth is a cinema? I thought they died in 2020. Oh, look, pilot track. Ow. It's like we're going through every CTGP-Nitro track or something. We're bound to encounter every pre-lit track in this hack. I gotta say, this upper route is really busted. For, like, you know, being able to, as a player. Clear Pyrenees. Was I think I bridge hard-coded in this track? No, well, the Delfino Square bridge is weird because you can use it at any track. It's just for some reason hard-coded into, it's just hard-coded into Delfino Square for some reason. I'm pretty sure. Not a lot of people use the Delfino Square bridge because it's kind of hard to use. And then it also doesn't do its thing in online where it'll just stay at 45 degrees. Which is really weird. I should make a short about that. There are a lot of things I'll just randomly say, like, yeah, I should make a short about that. It's like I make content or something and I need my $3 per short. Okay, usually please pass. Actually, no, Nana. Is it 45 degrees in online? Yeah, and it's kind of like the only object that kind of does that. This is also a pre-lit track, isn't it? It's like the one where if you start in 8th, you just fall through the floor. If you're in specific cart combos. Yes. How did that bug get missed? Like, surely when you test it in a race, you start in 8th. How did you miss that you went through the floor? And how did it end up in the final product? My god, this track is bumpy. We've got to change the rotate and to rotate the KTPS. Oh, honestly, SMH. I hit the wall of the boost panel, and it ruined my blue shell dodge. There's a 5th lap. I don't know why I didn't. I was like, yeah, some of them miss. Like, surely gonna be at the end. Some of them blue shell. It could technically still be time for one more blue shell. No, I don't think so. Yeah, when do we pass over an hour? apparently 9 minutes ago, but hot take, not a fan of this one. Cool experiment, doesn't work. Sorry, I think Roka Loco. Trans flag color cave map. Is it? It's missing with white, isn't it? Wait, is white on it? You can see I'm very well versed in the trans flag. It's just pink, blue, and green. Hello, Riddle. hell did that green tail come from? No way. The blooper is one. Okay. Whatever. The last track was the trans flag. Then we just got what here? The regular LGBT flag. The one that the bitrate kind of hates. And the one that I also am kind of not a fan of because the random speed bumps are basically the exact same color as the road. And completely hard to see. My god, this track does not work well when you scale up the screen this much, but not actually change the resolution. A lot of like Amore kind of effects, but like obviously because the resolution's so low, they don't really get the same kind of effects. Oh my god. Would it be Rainbow Road if I didn't fall off? Obviously not. We are trying to do a speedrun here. What are the current times? So it's 2.5 hours for me and 2 hours 13 minutes for Abel. And that's the range of times. There are 2 people between us. One's like a minute faster than my old time. Halfway? Yeah, true. So glad that Boo didn't steal from me. I get to do shortcuts. I hate this turn. Where the hell do you do shortcuts on this track? You can just empty over like everything. Oh, that's staying on the grass for too long. I think that was probably the best use of the mushrooms. Hello. A lot of people saying hello. You have a Wii Rainbow Road port, you honestly need to submit to Nitro. You can do it. If it works well, then yeah, you can do it. Although, we really need Nitro tracks. If you have Nitro tracks, please submit them. We need them. Do I know a better way to greet people after joining a stream? I mean, I've got my own personal bit where I just go like, whoa, and then point out the stream topic. So like a lot of like the Chip Flake streams, whenever I get to watch them, you'll notice I'll just say like whoa drawing. And then like any Abel streams will be like, whoa, Mario Kart DS. It's called CTGP-Nitro, yet most of the tracks are retros. Half the tracks are retros. You reckon you could just port your Mario Kart Wii tracks? Not really, unless they're already quite low poly. Because, like, my god, if you can make Mario Kart Wii custom tracks, unless you, like, really can't do things low poly, you can probably easily make an MKDS CT. Because our tools are far better. I haven't looked at MKDS, MKW modding tools in like 3-4 years. I think I've heard they are apparently slightly better, but we've been making our tools better, so MKDS 5, MKW like 2. I don't know what his point is average. I don't know where these points have come from. Like generally, I mean, they are currently working on a can we do a straight course model.breeze export from Blender? They are working on it. We basically can just shove in the instead of converting IMD. They are working on putting basically the functionality of G3D, whatever it's called, the first letters of G3D, into Toolbox, but I don't think they've done it yet. And honestly, when they do that, it's going to be so cool. And they're probably going to pester me to make a video on it, because I said I was going to make a video on how to make Mario Kart DS custom tracks. And then I got told we are improving the tools, so don't do it. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll wait. But basically, like, if you want to know the general process of how to make a Mario Kart custom track, of course. If you want to know the general process of how to make a Mario Kart DS course, the Blender default cube video is honestly so good for that. It tells you every step of what you do, other than like like setting up the NKM, and also it does use old toolbox, not new toolbox, so yeah, the Cooper Cape music, but still weird not in Cooper Cape. Oh, we can use. Oh my god, that was fast. And like half of them aren't in MKDS's limitations. Yeah. There is a page on the DS hacks on what's it called? On what the limitations of MKDS custom tracks are. But honestly, it's really quite easy. Like, the main thing you have to do is just you convert your textures in Nitro Paint, and then you chuck them on. You got to create custom NNSs in Blender with the NNS plugin. Is it NNS or NSS? One of the two. Is this Waluigi Pinball or just Pinball? This is I think they call it Beta Pinball, but I call it Luigi Course or Donkey Course, depending on who you like to, depending on how much you like to misinterpret people. NNS, okay. Let's see, there's a 50% chance of me being correct because I only gave 2 options. Oh, come on, it stops. I need to zip down this jumbo because it is warm. Oh, it isn't true. Damn, it's 22 degrees. Oh, it's 22 degrees behind my monitor. I bought a thermometer somewhat recently, which is likely way more useful in summer. Nah, I can even tell you what temperature is in Fahrenheit, but I'm gonna not do that because it'll be funny too. But yeah, mainly the main thing is, if you're using, I know MKW still has a large SketchUp CT creator scene, so if you're doing that, you will be expelled. But other than that, it's fine. Home to the iconic music of old CDs. This is the old CT music. Nah, bro, I always use Blender. Hell yeah. Good. The MKDS modding scene has a very anti-SketchUp It's not Shy High. It's Sky High Cathedral by Birdie. Yeah, it is. I don't know why that message has been held. But I am too much in the middle of a race to unhide it, so, yeah. Damn, using TikTok. The only problem I have with this track is I wish the TikTok clock pendulums were, like, actually retextured. That's it. What message? Just, Prelude. If they remembered what the creator was. But, like, ow. Like, yeah, I wish the pendulums were not bright yellow. I mean, it kind of does help with that, like, oh, this is an obstacle you have to avoid sort of manner. But I do think it's a bit kind of, striking. It's a bit too striking. It could be dulled down a few colors. You lost this sketch out for a track in March 2025 in which you had already used Blender before. Oh, what about yellow? I don't like how this track has the fish animation be like stupidly fast. Like, why? And also, by the way, this is not the fish. This is just a fish. Cousin of the fish. But yeah, whoever... I didn't actually clock who was asking me about about CTGP-Nitro tracks. Let's just go into the MKDS modding Discord and yell at them. But generally kind people, unless you're rude. They're mostly kind people. We only offend you if you do not take constructive criticism well. You hope the mods don't make DK Circuit in Mario Kart World? What? Oh, what the heck? I wasn't looking at the screen, I realized. Really, are you just going OMG at every time your track appears? Despite the fact we're doing a 72 track GP with every track. Am I affiliated with Nitro? Like the dev team? Not really. I made the Among Us Skeld. You never tried CTGP-Nitro? Is it good? Yeah, it's got the Among Us Skeld. I hate this game. Actually, that would be good. Maybe Blue Shell will actually hit me for the mushrooms. Tactical red shell hit. That would have been over the mushrooms and wouldn't have been able to dodge the blue shell. Octagon Gorge, maybe Hexagon Gorge. Yes. Gotta say, despite the fact there's been like 4 ports of Mushroom Gorge to this game, I don't think this is a track that works. Was it the same Among Us Skeld made by me? Yes, because it is my Among Us Skeld. I'd be mildly concerned if more than 2 people made Among Us references in this ROM hack. Which, to be frank, there are already too many Among Us references in this ROM hack. Considering that it released in like what 2020, like what the battle arenas were like 2023, no, 2024, 5. When did we get? Was the Scaled first or was Crewmate first? They have my tracks, which are the best, including Mars Colony Base. But yeah, there have been a lot of ports of Mushroom Gorge to this game, and it does not work in this game. Some idiots also made Mushroom Peaks, which is like, what the hell? The Among Us map also works in Balloon Battle. Although I do love how in Shine Runners, I put the shines at all the different tasks. You think the best Mushroom Gorge is Roko's? Yeah, I mean, I purposely stole Roko's mushroom design or mushroom collision type for Mushroom Peaks. Because it's the one that makes it like look the most jank, which was funny as well. That course was so poorly made. God damn, this track looks weird. Who made this one? I mean, it is just N64 Mario Raceway. It's not that hard to do. Look at that tiny looking sun! Oh, it's billboarded, I think. Or is it just far away? Basically, if you submit tracks, you'll help Nitro release faster. Basically. Provided your tracks are good. Like, it's mostly, we mostly need like, what, like, how many Nitro tracks did SGC said we needed in the announcement in the CGP update channel? That one Red Shell took out 3 bananas. No, I just took out the banana closest to, and that knocks out all 3 of them stupidly. Not the one with the angled boost panels. Yeah. Yeah, that's one. I did make one like using the custom hack code, but I still stole the one with the angled panels because it looks good. A few more is the number of Nitro tracks that were still required. So at least 2, because he named 2 cups. So I think guy is cool. I sure hope he doesn't ruin Mario Kart DS. Damn, this Hyphen guy is actually really goated at Mario Kart DS mission mode. I hope he doesn't hate the game mode. Currently I'm doing like the most amount of travel around Australia since like 2019. Just to play Mario Kart DS at 2 different events. Although game mode I'm not even a huge fan of. I just like the speedrun of it. It's a great speedrun, it's a horrible game mode. Moon Mon Meadows. That is not a great typo. Music works better for this than Yoshi Valley, in your opinion? I mean, who cares? I mean, this is the music of Moo Moo Farm. I hate this track. I will speak negatively about this track. That's it. I'm not a big fan of this one. There's just too little to do. It's like Banshee Border, but there's like no fences. And no fish. I remember seeing a message written by Bert, just call him Bert. On a first name basis like that. Yeah, it's about like just the general like conception of thought process behind making custom tracks or just like making track design. And yeah, it's like one of the main things, just vary it up. This track does not vary it up. Don't fall into what, damn it. Please tell me Star Slope is in this. We do not have the infamous Mario Kart 7 track or the infamous Mario Kart Wii track. The touchscreen is so jittery. How can you fix it on your phone, like in like a DS emulator, or just in general on your phone? Infamous CTGP-7 track. Yeah, we do not have Star Slope or Mushroom Peaks. I actually think that there is no infamous. We don't have an infamous track yet. Because we actually, you know, we don't include custom tracks from 2016. Why is YouTube okay with that word? The entire overall, I think that probably means your phone screen's either dirty or there's a like a speck of dirt or something that's activating what's it called, a touchscreen, a capacitance sensor, so you may need to replace the touchscreen or the screen, or but if it's a DS that's broke, that's got a funky doing touchscreen, it just means that the touchscreen's probably just busted and you need to replace it. How hard is the DSi screens to take out? I've never actually really taken a DSi that much apart. The only thing I replace on my DSi is just the shoulder button assembly. Like cut in the cave? Is it worth it? We got winter. Really, this track got like 4 versions of Animal Crossing theme, and then other tracks are reusing songs. I bet Sony people aren't aware that this track has multiple seasons. The touchscreen on your phone is jittery and both are clean. Then you may just have your phone's touchscreen may just be tired or broken. Hopefully it's not an Apple. Or hopefully it is an Apple. You know, Apple screens are, you know, they may be hard to repair, but at least you can find stuff for them. I've not seen a replacement phone case for my phone in a... I've only seen a replacement screen for my phone in a store twice. Was that a big W? And now we're on sale. On clearance. And I bought them. What phone? Whatever my Samsung is. You see it in videos, it's got a really bad touchscreen, and honestly, not enough people complained about it. And I know I could just buy a replacement touchscreen or a screen protector. From like, you know, AliExpress or eBay or something. But I can't be stuffed. It's not an A series phone. Actually, I don't remember what my phone model is. I don't care about boring stuff like that. People ask me what my computer specs are. I'm like, under spec. Just on spec for like 90% of what I do, apart from it takes like a little longer to render. And I can't, you know, if I put a 4K clip into a video editing timeline, the computer kind of hates it. But other than that, it's fine. I'm not a nerd. Actually, it could be an AC. I don't remember what my phone is. I'm sure you could look up the video of the phone emulator video, and you can probably figure it out from there. How many tracks is Peach's Castle in? So in base game, there's Mario Circuit, Peach's Circuit, and I think that would be it in base game. And then obviously, I don't know about every track. There's at least one here. I mean, just in general, not in this game. Well, considering like every Mario circuit has one, and like every game after Super Mario Kart has a Mario circuit with a Peach's Castle. Except like Mario Circuit in Super Circuit doesn't have one. But then it has a Peach's Castle on Peach's Circuit instead. Ooh, died. That one track we had a hard time finding good music. Yeah, I remember when looking at the music options and being like, I was like, oh, I wonder if it would be good for the Among Us scale. I'm like, no, let's keep it a DS battle. It'd be wrong to have a battle arena made by me to not have a to not be battle themed. That's like the entire Hyphen Hoik motif. Also, get real gift. Yeah, you had a hard time making the background details for this map. Is the explosion meant to be from the cannon supposed to be there, like as kind of like a mining thing? That's kind of like a good effect if you're front running the CPUs by that much. I'm surprised we haven't lost the race yet. God, my hand hurts. But only my right hand. What is the hand that actually does like the most? Like the other hand just does left, right, and obviously use item. But the other hand's doing like A button and the drift button, which is like way more intensive than pressing left and right, weirdly. Kind of weird. Hello. Man, getting tired. It's like it's 11:30 or something. Ugh. Where's rendition of Sweet Sweet Canyon? In terms of, like, I don't know if you're talking about the music or the map. The map feels like kind of dull. I don't know how to explain it. Other than I kind of think Mario Kart is kind of a dull game in terms of its graphics. But like, yeah, I feel that the lightning here is like, it feels kind of dark. It feels like overcast. Who's reacting? You can see someone using the goddamn, like, stream reactions on chat, just using the laughing emoji. And super weird is when someone does it, because I look at the analytics, and it puts reactions and chat messages in the same box. But because you can send way more reactions than, you send way more reactions than you can chat messages, it ends up just, like, being this huge spike. And now everyone's spamming it. Cool. 50 tracks in! To be fair, it's not easy to port a game from the Wii U to the DS. I mean, in terms of the actual track, it's like completely fine. I'm more just saying the textures kind of look bad. Can you even see who's doing these emoji reactions? Nope. Weirdest thing about those emoji reactions. Sometime like 1-2 years ago, there was randomly an option when I created a stream to schedule it, because that was back when I scheduled streams like a day in advance, or a day and a half, 2 days in advance. I noticed that it had the option for a, you could change what emojis there were. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I put the buffering wheel in for the lols. And then by the time I went to that stream like a day or two later, it was gone. So, like, I don't know. It'll make reactions far more useful, even though I would describe them as a not very useful feature. You guys like those PRB lines? And hitting the Goomba? The chain jump looks bigger than usual, does that mean? It is definitely bigger than usual. God damn, the chain jump sucks in this game. It's worth 50 tracks in. I don't know. I'll try and extrapolate how far we're into this run, but like, I've got nothing. There's nothing we can base this on other than just like until we get to the last track and be like, okay. What is that character? Which character? The one in the corner is a sample idiot. He's a creature. Oh, it's also SNES Luigi in second. I know it's a very big question. It's Luigi, but it looks like SNES. The one I'm using, yeah, Sample Idiot is in the corner of the screen. He's been the avatar on this channel for like over a year now. Damn. Glad you're finally teaching someone else how to make a CT. Honestly, teaching people is such a good way in how to like actually like reinforce your own knowledge. Something I always find really interesting whenever I play Mario Kart 7 is the bottom screen. Like, even though it plays like the exact same role in Mario Kart 7 as it does in Mario Kart DS, like, I always feel like this bottom screen in Mario Kart 7 looks so much worse than it does in DS, and I don't really know why. It's like, it's because Mario Kart 7 uses such a higher quality image. But, yeah, I don't know. MKDS maybe learned programming. MKDS made me a content creator, and that's kind of scary. MKDS managed to make me a YouTuber, and honestly, I don't know how. But, you know, also, I mean, also Mario Kart DS also made me better at, I can now do super basic 3D modeling. I'm not good at it. I feel like MKDS CTs have better quality than 7 or Wii CTs. I feel like we generally have like a higher barrier to entry, especially for Mario Kart Wii. Like Mario Kart Wii, it's like everyone's CTs get uploaded to the site. Everyone's CTs are easier. It's a lot easier to download an MK Wii CT because it's just put it into the My Stuff folder. And like, it's just generally the more I don't know how to describe it. I feel like, you know, Mario Kart Wii is just more open to people being able to... You're able to see a lot more of the worst of the community. That's a mean way of putting it, but I feel like that's what I'd have to say. Whereas, I don't know how popular MK7 is. I feel like it's super popular because of how good CTGP-7 is. Their tools are not as good as DS ones. Hell yeah. Like, when I had to make an MK Wii CT, like, ages ago, just to make one, which was, I didn't have to do a modeling part. I just took Swag Rock and put it on the MK Wii. Didn't even have to make the textures. That was a hell of an experience. That was not fun. I think the best part was it didn't even work in the end, so, like, there was a problem when you try playing it on real hardware, but someone else fixed that problem, so... I thought that blue shell was coming sooner. I don't know why I moved that short. I think I was actually screwed in either way. You still bounce. Damn it. Is Mario Circuit 2? Yes. Right, that's a glow up. Yeah, I think that may be my favorite SNES track in this game. So it looks good. The track's also pretty good. I wonder who made it. Like, I mean, the road's a bit basic, but, like, you know, like, but I think it'll be kind of just, it would have to be basic, you know, snow. Unless it's like a little ice section or something. Despite how annoying ice is as a track. Like, damn, like, the moving, like, the Koopa Trooper and the coin, the spinning coin, that's, like, so cool. It's made for a 4-lap snow track competition. That was like the worst competition. It's so dull. We have too many snow tracks. And they're all 4 laps. There's no reason for this to be a 4-lap course. It's also interesting how well the hard outlines show up on DS. US CTGP-Nitro world record? Able, of course. If it's a miscellaneous category, Able has it, and if it's a time trial, then it's either MKDS or Tiger. Zone Village was 4 laps, evil. Yeah, everyone just made a normal course and just set the 4 laps. It's like, why? Gotta love Able? I hate Able. Goddamn competitor to my Mario Kart DS content. Threatening the monopoly of the Hyphen Hoik. Carl Soga kind of needs an off-road car for the tunnel. That's what I'm saying. But you know what? I doubt Broker Logo has the project file for this. Actually, maybe. I don't know. Can't be bothered. Probably can't be bothered to add one. Oh, funny. So I was too distracted by looking at this Shy Guy's eyes, like, do weird stuff from the DS's resolution. What is the most used object in, the Mario Kart DS CTs? Because I feel like saying it probably is the Delfino Square Piantas. Heavy off-road. I hate heavy off-road. My least favorite thing that custom track riders do. Oh, come on. I hate these red shells, and that's just my least favorite on Mario Kart DS. Other than mission mode. Oh, I didn't mean to throw that. Because, like, even though, like, you know, it's really good to design a track, you know, not be just broken by playing PRB or snaking. But I feel like that's kind of like the charm about Mario Kart DS as a game. It's like when Mario Kart Wii players get bad, they can't just wheelie through an entire track. New York Minute! No. Different ROM hack. Do I want to be the #1 ranked player in all of MKDS ROM hacks? No, because I'm not able to do that. I am really bad at this game. Yeah, that was really smooth until I missed an MT. Okay, I need water. Okay, my water bottle has enough water. This is not MKDS's DS. It's Raccoon City. Nah, in Holiday Edition it uses Megalovania over New York Minute. Speaking of water, test track. Goddamn Noko course. Have we gone through all 4 test tracks? No, we haven't had GCN Mario Circuit. So good. This one you play Mario Kart DS for an hour and 56 minutes. You start getting really bad at doing blue shell dodges. Don't know how I got that one. Here! God, the water effect does not look good there. Okay, I need to take off this jumper. It's starting to get warm in here. You just got coconut mold. Send this to all your friends to coconut mold them in Year of the Lord 2026. Hello. I'll be honest, this course doesn't look that great. It suffers a bit from just looking really dull. Like, model-wise, it's fine. It's just like, feels really dark. What was my plan? What was my plan? What was he trying to cook? Doesn't play Grand 8DX without just BBS skill issue. At least the cars move in this version. Yeah, it didn't take us like 4 updates to make the cars move, eh? I'm gonna get blue shelled during the jump. Oh god, that was unfortunate. Do cars like an MK7? Well, the thing is, the cars can't do backwards and forwards because they can't. And so instead they just do like figure 8, so they need enough room to do the room. Also, I think this is very inspired by the MK8 version because look at it. I mean, MK7 version. Did I say MK8? I'm an idiot if I did. I hate Bloop and Surf Safari. Well, we're past the 2-hour mark. We've got half an hour to complete all these tracks in order to beat my PB. and 13 minutes if we want to beat the world record. Though I will admit, I don't remember how many more tracks we have left to go. I don't think I can gain the world record. How many points does Cranky Gon have? I cover it. Well, here's a really fun fact. I'm actually watching the OBS display. So I also can't see the bottom screen. I mean, I could, but it would require me to push the chair out and look at the DS screen. And by God, this chair hates moving. You know what I was saying about how it was only the hand holding down the A button that was kind of hurting? Now both hands kind of hurt. I am not looking forward to the 100% run. I was thinking what's different to like this compared to like other just like general play streams. Is this I've been needing to like play good? This is 3 laps. It's cringe. Oh my God, how did I get that? Oh, the slippery road probably made it slight. No, actually, no, that wouldn't have made a difference. I got the MT out. I've only made it for on like 100cc, which we are not. I don't think anyone's played CTGP-Nitro for 100cc. Honestly, I'd be surprised if like most of the CT creators have actually tested their track at 50 or 100cc. Okay, so we've got, what is it? We have 10 tracks left. I don't think I can do 1 track a minute. We said that 50, not 100 though. SMH. Oh, you know, I'm getting tired when I drop those inputs. Not letting go of the shoulder button enough. I like how Jerry looks like he's holding up the speedrun timer. That's why I positioned that at that height. No, my bitrate. It was on. It had not dropped for a while, or maybe it did. I didn't notice, but like it had not dropped in a while. So yeah, you donated blood for the 2nd time today. I hope it's not the 2nd time you donated blood today, because that's not good. I would donate blood, but I am slightly too scared, and I have nearly fainted. Got well, I was getting like the COVID vaccine, so I am not willing to to donate blood. But honestly, you got people. You should donate blood. It's good for the economy. Like, I'm Australian. We don't get paid to donate blood. Like, you Americans are weird. Yeah, no. 2nd time, you're like, okay, good. To that track. If you donate blood, you get free food. I remember when I was younger, and like when my dad went to do the or my dad or just both my parents. I think both my parents did it, but it was often with my dad when he did his will donate blood. There's be a tail like, or just like the random biscuits and things. The track everyone was begging to come back before World. I mean, that's because it came back in World. What does that mean? I mean, Wario Stadium N64 is like a perfect candidate for the gimmick of Mario Kart World. It's just kind of weird just how much they botched the design. Stop doing blue shells when I'm falling! You don't have like all your blood? I think that's a bit too much. Yoshi just stole lightning with a boot. I've seen that a few times. I've seen a blue shell get stolen from a boot as well. You got a sausage roll and a milkshake. Have you donated to your friend who was donating with got a meat pie and also a milkshake? I mean, I haven't gone like for donation in like. I mean, I haven't ever donated blood, but I haven't been in a building that does it for like at least 15 years. Hey guys, when we do track 72 out of 72, I'm gonna need you all to yell to make sure I stop the timer on lap 3 or whatever lap it is. Which game nerfed the boost that only target people in front of you? I know it's a thing in Mario Kart World. I don't know about any other Mario Kart. Which is concerning because there's only one of a Mario Kart game the item is in. Between Mario Kart, like, is it in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? I don't know. Also, I think I heard that like the Brood all has a bigger list of items that it can't steal. But it's an 8 Deluxe. It's not in regular 8. What I really don't like about the custom chat box at the moment is how small the channel member icon is. Look at the tiny little look at the tiny little streamliner. You know it's nerfed in 8DX due to your 60 hours in the game. Well, it's only in 8DX, it's not in 8 normal. Nose the needle and arm. You're giving a stress ball though. Yeah. I'm just slightly too nervous to donate blood because I've had bad run-ins with like needles and things, so I'm good. I don't know why you don't remember it appearing. Yeah, boot up. You don't even need to be in a game. You can just look at the custom items. I love how little talk has been about Mario Kart in this stream. It's been only Mario Kart. We're talking about donating blood. This track goes a bit too hard into looking like a port from the N64 that I kind of don't like it. How many courses do I have left? 8 or 9. Depending on if you count this one and depending if I got my numbers correct. At the start of the race, it shows you how many things you've got, and also I've gone first in every race with 10 points, so. I should have done a poll to see, will I beat my PB? Or what position will I go into the leaderboard? Which would have been above Abel, which is 2 hours, 13 minutes, which I don't think we're getting. I don't know what the other 2 times were. But one is a 2:29 by me, and then someone with 2:28. So hopefully I can beat the 2:28 and not be dead last twice. And put myself into top 3. I really need to scratch my nose. If I can beat the next 8 tracks in less than a minute combined. I think it's a minute of like load screens in between in the next lot of tracks. 65 tracks. So we're at 66 or 72. Surely this path is just better because you can just squeeze out more MTs. Yeah, yeah. What is the egg? It's definitely a chain chomp. Why does it not make noise then? Do chain chomps in the wrong slot just don't make noise? Maybe not the correct sound bank. Yeah, that's Mario Kart DS sound. Mario Kart's a weird game. Why did I just like go into last for a moment? Oh no, I went to second, not last. But still, why did I why did I go in such a big distance change when like, look how far ahead I am of everyone? This track is weird. I mean, it is whatever this track is called. With little spaghetti. If I get third in the next race, now I have 666 points. Anyway, it's a bean track. Maybe don't get third then. Yeah, that'll be a real damper on my time because I'm already due second. I probably feel I don't. What was second place this time? Anyway, do you guys think the ground looks like the what's supposed to be the cobblestones looks kind of like beans? Oh, I've never seen what the skybox does at the top of the screen. Dude, why are you still talking about the blood donation? Skybox reveal. I mean, I like what you're going for with the skybox. I just don't think it worked out very well. In my not very humble opinion. God knows I can't be humble. Real. Brother, how many of your tracks are in this hack? Where's a castle? I love how wide that turn is, but like in like every Mario Kart game since, the carts are just so much smaller than they are in Super Mario Kart. You know, like what the hell are these carpets supposed to be? Because like I know like on the outside they become like the banners, but like why, Bowser? Why have you done it like that? Like why are we just driving on like the little flags? Oh, thank God, their carpet. Then why did I turn into the little Bowser flag on the outside? Cost cutting. Yeah, okay. I do love how the bottom screen of this is literally just taken from Mario Kart 7. Like it still has all like the ramps in place and things like that. Oh, we've only got 10. Oh God, we've got 9 minutes to beat my time. That's scary. I think there's only there's like 2 tracks left. I think because this was 69. Oh no, there's 3 tracks left. There's this track, then there'll be number 70, then 71, then 72. That is weird when you have to include the value. Also, they decided to partner up the flag, the wall flag, and the carpet manufacturers. What the character has the top polygons? Bowser in the 4-wheel cradle. I gave you the card for free. Okay, there's a short track. Well, I don't fall off, which honestly I am prone to doing. We got a red shell. Oh, they both got red shells. Oh, the red shell's really bad. Bowser in what cart? 4-wheel cradle. Toad's third. What are the other two tracks, guys? How well do you remember your things? We haven't had GC and Mario Circuit, have we? Oh my god. What was that red shell doing? You're wrong, I'm getting slow down. Boom. Sure, most polygons speed on the main game. Well, can I beat Mario Kart DS if I have the most amount of polygons? Okay, this makes sense as one of the last tracks. Well, that is not how you do that cut, but okay. I remember hating this track in Super Circuit. Wait, I remade these? Oh, it's clearly a Southport track. Did I ever get the finishing Super Circuit? No, I still have one cup, 2 cups? I don't know. To get first in. And I am not getting 3 stars in that game. That is too horrific. If you recall, Southport retracted the track. It's still Southport's version of the track. Ah, this makes sense. Wait, was this the last track? Was this 72 out of 72? Yes, it is. Well, it's a grand way to go out. Another goddamn enemy kart track. Not a Zelda track, it's the Zelda track. You unlock Waluigi and you freestyle everything. Trust me, Dad worked at Nintendo. Damn, I thought you would unlock like Kamek or something. How does April do this like so much faster? Is April just like better at the game or something? Because surely Abel's not learnt like PRB strats. He doesn't hit walls? I suppose you are correct. suppose Abel is more in line with completely ignoring chat than I am. It's all the time when I finish. Sorry, I'm hitting walls. But driving the off-road is sometimes optimal. That one wasn't optimal, I will say. But that one's only optimal if you get the second MT. Damn, am I just bad at this game? 5, 4, 3, 2, boom. God, my hands hurt. Alright, guys. So, on the leaderboard, 4th place was me with 2 hours, 29 minutes, and 12 seconds. 3rd place was 2 hours, 28 minutes, 40 seconds. So I've gone at least 3rd. 2nd place, goddamn famous, has 2 hours, 26 minutes, and 9 seconds. I could have gone 2nd if I was 10 seconds faster. Anyway, submit run. Full game, all custom tracks in this latest version. Time of 2 hours, 26 minutes, and 19 whole Australian seconds. The video URL is this very stream. Where's the link? There it is. God, my hand hurts. My hands hurt. I feel like I say this a lot. 10 seconds failing blue shell dodges. Oh, yeah. Actually, I think the falling off would have been worse than the blue shell dodges. Submit. Well, anyway, I can now unpin that message. 3rd isn't bad. It was 10 seconds! I could have been a contender! I've had class! Well, anyway, let's find out how many points Donkey Kong got. 119. Look at that goofy smile. Why does Wario have like that Mario Party-esque image? Oh no, weeks my hands don't know. Nah, I've probably drive like a month or so. Well, anyway, I want to make this chat box actually nice now that I know it functions. So, yeah, now I've got to actually... I need to find a good font. That's really hard because this font, the font viewer that I have here kind of stinks. And it has so many goddamn fonts. Some of these are weird, like, you know, your serifs like fancy ones. Look at that stink, look at the track. That is luckiest guy on this list. I mean, wait, what if I, okay, what if I set all these to the same font? Set them all to ABZ. Actually, I'll keep the username font different. That could be able. Okay, yes, okay. I know what I can do. So I'll put that in. If I replace the import line with PictoChat, which I do have somewhere. I've uploaded the PictoChat font for the exact reason of changing the text color using a custom CSS. PictoChat. There it is. That's not. Can I? There it is. Okay. Right click, share, share. Okay, copy link. And replace you with you. And boom. That has not worked. We can actually make this chat box taller as well. Oh, look, there's puddings. Sorry, I'm trying to make the chat box look cooler. Now, why hasn't that worked? Yeah, it's just referred them back to both the New Time Romans. Why are the fonts different? Because I set them to, because that's an option you can do. Maybe I can get rid of the thing. Not really. But surely just replacing the link in the import URL, because it's just going to fonts.google. So if I just set sort of font the picture that I have, it'll just work, but apparently not. Obviously, I don't know how custom CSS files work. You're just in the picture chat, aren't you? Yeah, that's just grabbing it from my local. Can you grab import URLs from local files instead of having to do it from a URL? Windows copy file location. Copy as path while holding shift. Copy as path. I doubt this will work. Alright, it says import URL. Would I have to change it to something else? I don't know. I'm an idiot. Custom CSS import from local file? I'll be honest, people, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, anyway, I think I'm just gonna leave it there. Just ignore it. That's New Time Romans. What a perfectly functional font. Do you just want to do a PictoChat font? I mean, I don't know, because PictoChat font's kind of hard to read. I just want to see if it was possible, because it would be far easier than trying to navigate their chat selector. Yeah. Oop. But anyway, I think I'm going to end the stream there because, by God, my hands kind of hurt. And it's really weird how just, you know, playing a speedrun is, like, you know, I can do, like, a super intense 1 hour speedrun. Or I can do a, you know, or I can just play casually for 3 hours. But when I do a speedrun for 2.5 hours, that just sucks. Yeah, there's more readable than the MKDS font. Yeah, by God, it's like the DS didn't have a high resolution for good-looking fonts. Anyone streaming Mario Kart on this godforsaken platform? No, not even me, apparently. That would make sense. I didn't put Mario Kart in the title. But anyway, I'm getting bad at this clap. Anyway, that's the stream. I hope you enjoyed watching. And maybe next time I'll play all the Yoshi circuits in this before the next CTGP update is. Because, by God, it's too hard trying to organize 3 people in 3 different time zones and 3 very different time zones to try and do a RYC race competition thing. But, I'm gonna, like, put my hands like some warm water or something. That'd probably be nice.